How is it going, my heroes, my villains, and everybody in between? Sean Ross here, and welcome back, guys, to another live reaction to My Hero Academia. We are on manga chapter number 273, which is entitled The Thrill of Destruction.
Just picture it. A world without the symbol of peace. I'll show society just how fragile their sense of safety is. Next, it's our turn.
Now then, shall we begin?
And holy shit, was there a whole lot of destruction going down in last week's chapter. I think it's safe to say, after Shigaraki awakened, he was very thrilled to unleash the amount of destruction that he did, because not only did he destroy the hospital and the mountainside, but he's also in the process of destroying the town down below as Deku and the other students are evacuating the citizens. So the current situation is not looking the greatest, but to make matters even worse, on the pro hero side, we have two confirmed deaths, Exless and Crust.
Look at us. Hey, look at us.
Look at us. Huh? Who would have thought? Not me.
R.I.P. They will be missed. But when it comes to all of our other pro heroes, they're currently MIA. Endeavor, Gran Torino, Ryukyu, Present Mike, Aizawa, and all the rest, they got caught within the destruction, and we don't know if they are alive or dead. So, yeah, it's not looking good currently for our pro heroes, but all we do know is that Shigaraki is awake, and he is very powerful, and the last line of defense is currently our students, and this doesn't even factor in everything else going down at the mansion raid side of things.
Wow, Kevin, that's messed up. It probably doesn't get any worse than that. Well, you're wrong. It does.
Things are heating up and getting very exciting, and I cannot wait to see what's going to go down in this week's latest chapter. So, mount ladies and gentle criminals, without further ado, let's dive right into chapter 273. Yo, here we go. Picking up right where last chapter left off, and we can see Deku, mid-kick, unleashing his 45% St. Louis Smash Air Force. It's safe to say, Deku has made some vast improvements with his 3 months under Endeavor. Gone up to 45%, which has me curious to see how Bakugo and Todoroki have improved as well.
One for all, full counting.
Look at this mid-kick shot of Deku. He looks badass right here. I love this. It's been a while, but I am happy to see our boy Deku back in action. And then just panel shots showing the decay, storming through the city, and then it clashing, coming to a head with Deku's Air Force.
Air Force!
No, 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 no.
Oh, no! Oh, it had no effect. The decay was not affected at all by Deku's Air Force.
What?
And Ochako is shocked seeing this, like, wait a minute, that did nothing? That had no effect? That didn't stop it? It's not just some kind of shockwave? And we see Sue already turning around, ready to retreat. Everything's crumbling to dust.
This feels like it's destiny.
No. Deku is flashing back to his conversation with Shigaraki at the mall.
All right. From your point of view, we haven't met since the attack on UA. Why don't we spend some time catching up, Izuku Midoriya? Tomura, Shigaraki.
The last time they were face to face. The second all 5 of my fingers touch your neck, your throat would start crumbling from the skin inward. You turn to dust in under a minute.
Oh no.
Yep. Deku is realizing where this decay is coming from. It's Shigaraki.
Soon as all 5 of my fingers touch your neck, your throat will be the first thing that disintegrates. In a matter of seconds, you'll be nothing more than dust and powdered bone.
Oh, we're gonna fucking die.
And Deku is a little nervous now, knowing how much power Shigaraki is packing. But going back to that conversation, I hope Deku remembers the last thing Shigaraki said to him.
But here's a little word of advice, friend. Be careful. The next time we meet, I'll likely have to kill you.
He said, the next time we meet, I will have decided to kill you. So, if by the end of this arc, Deku and Shigaraki come face to face, which I hope kind of happens, I am looking forward to that because that's going to be a battle that we have been waiting for a long time. But it will not be the last. And then below Deku, we see Todoroki moving in, just launching an ice blast. Heaven-piercing ice wall.
Run, bitch! Run!
Double page spread. And the ice wall is negated. It's decaying the ice wall, which makes sense. It wasn't going to stop it. It's a solid object. Decay is just going to bulldoze right through that. So their best move is just to grab the citizens and retreat. And it looks like that's what they're doing. We can see Bakugo grabbing hold of a small child, and it looks like a granny with his mouth.
Gotcha. Sorry about that.
Which is very reminiscent of Deku saving Kota, and he is blasting out of there. We can see Ochako utilizing her new rope gauntlet to actually save some citizens. Sue's got a hold of some people. We got Nejire using her surge quirk to push some cars and buses. Kota's leading the animals. Manga is unleashing some onomatopoeias to try to stop the decay.
I'm fast as fuck, boy.
Ida is just booking it. He's running fast as fuck, trying to get out of there. Most likely to try to save that manuscript. Oh, but Deku, look at him right here.
Come on, I've got this!
Using Black Whip to not only save citizens, but a bus full of citizens. Oh, so not only has he gone up to 45%, but he's improved his usage of Black Whip. That's awesome. And while all this is happening, we have Burnin
Run.
shouting orders for everyone to run. Run, people. What's up at the hospital? Somebody, please respond. And we see Burnin trying to go through the comms. Endeavor, Ryukyu, anyone. What's going on? Yo.
Tomura has finally started thinking rationally and making decisions by himself. I do wish that you hadn't gotten in his way.
That shot, yo, of just the town decaying. It's crazy how big Shigaraki's AoE is, going from the hospital on the mountainside and how it's spread down into the town. It's crazy.
Behold.
And then a panel shot of Shigaraki on top of said mountain, looking down at the destruction he is causing, most likely being thrilled by this. That is a shot. What a view Shigaraki must have right here.
Everything the light touches is our kingdom.
No. He's like on top of a small island, a little pillar from where he was underneath the hospital. Everywhere else is completely demolished. Scorched earth all around him. Yo, this is reminding me of Pain destroying the Leaf Village right here.
Almighty push!
Just obliterating everything. That's the vibe this panel gives me right here. That is crazy. Shigaraki just standing there with the wind flowing, his new cape he has acquired from Exless flapping in the wind. He's trembling a little bit. And then a machine behind him having a scorching hole in it. And then him popping the machine open and pulling out some vials. Darn. After the doc went to all that trouble to make more, most of them are all now ruined. Overhaul would be so disappointed. So those were the Quark erasing bullets!
2 little boxes. Which one holds the finished product? I'll just take both. That's mine.
So they got destroyed? Well, most of them. After the doc went to all that trouble to make more, most of them are now ruined. So they were duplicating and mass producing Overhaul's Quark erasing bullets. But they got destroyed. No, wait a minute. Did Exless, at the last minute before he died, did he fire off a laser beam and destroy this machine?
Correct!
Is this the same machine that he noticed was still operating a few chapters back?
Man, I'm tired of being right.
That has to be it. Yo, that is definitely a scorch mark left by Exless's Cyclop laser eye. But it's not decay. Shigaraki didn't destroy it. That's crazy. So Exless didn't die in vain. Good on you, Exless, if that is the case. That would be amazing. Oh, what's going on here? Shigaraki's head starts to throb, and then a voice inside basically trying to say destroy.
Do it.
And him kind of clenching in pain. Is that like All for One within the Quark talking to Shigaraki?
Now, it's your turn.
Do it.
Basically telling him to destroy. Destroy everything. Destroy to your heart's content. Is that what basically is going on right here? Like a vestige of All for One talking to Shigaraki. You have got to be kidding me. Is that a phone on a charger that Shigaraki notices and he's picking it up? Sweet. Guess I can choose when to make stuff decay now. That is basically a phone. What is that thing, a Nokia? There's no way that's an iPhone because that thing would have been destroyed. That has to be like a Nokia-made phone. That thing can survive anything. That is crazy. Seems like things aren't looking good for us. But the plan was supposed to start right after I woke up, right?
My master, come.
Oh, and we got another double page spread.
Come.
That shot of Shigaraki looks awesome right there. To me, Machia, and bring the others. This is when we destroy everything. And Gigantomachia is beyond excited. He's like, finally. Oh my god, he just called his pet into action. So he just told Machia to come to him, but to bring the others.
Who?
To come to the hospital's location, which is 80 kilometers away from the mansion. Is he just gonna bring the League of Villain members, or is he actually gonna bring like Redestro and Skeptic and Gaten and some others with him? Like, who does he mean by bring the others? There has to be a specific people he's mentioning and talking about.
Meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom.
And speaking of the mansion, we're going right back. About 80 kilometers from Jakku Hospital, Gunga Mountain Villa, where the war is still raging on.
Sorry I'm late to the party! Back up! This could be a supersized problem.
And we see Fat Gum, who just got out of the forest, seeing Tokoyami flying off with hawks.
What the fuck?
This man ran after Tokoyami, made it out of the forest, and dodged for his life to not get crushed by Mount Lady's booty. And now he sees Tokoyami flying away. He's like, what's going on here? Whoa, just a sec. I just got here. Now I have to run back.
Oh, come on!
I feel bad for Fat Gum right here. And Tokoyami looks back, sees Fat Gum, and yells, "Fat Gum!" And Fat Gum notices Hawks as Tokoyami's holding him. And you can see the smoke still coming off of Hawks' back right there.
Oh no!
That situation's still not looking good. There should be medics in the rear guard. Go there. Roger that. Okay, so hopefully Fat Gum is now gonna run back through the forest, back to the back lines, as Tokoyami rushes to find a medic. But we still see a whole bunch of pro heroes and villains battling it out through the ice. You okay, Cementos? Yes. I'll bring down that ice mountain in a moment.
Fight me.
Yo, and Mount Lady is pissed. She is punching through the ice trying to make her way over to Gaten. Like, how dare you make me fall on my ass? I'm coming for you. You jerk. That really hurt. So cubed or crushed? What'll it be?
Extra thick!
Yo, then we got a panel showing another nice angle of Mount Lady's booty. Follow in Mount Lady's wake. We're still in control here, so keep rounding him up. Hang on.
What?
Yo, wait a minute. This guy's dead.
Himiko Toga. Her quirk transform.
That's Toga. That has to be Toga. I wore the right shirt for this chapter, goddamn. That has to be Toga right there. Hey! Because Twice stabbed him through the back of the head. Oh. I had been waiting to see how Toga was going to react.
You gonna learn today?
So she took that hero's blood and is currently camouflaging herself. Just
Oh no!
jumping right in with this group of pro heroes as if like nothing is different. These guys have no idea. Oh, she is gonna go on a rampage, isn't she? She has to be going crazy because she has to avenge Twice's death. Hang on. Didn't you capture Himiko Toga and Mr. Compress?
To be honest, you're not really my type. But I'll cut you anyway.
Yo. Just like that. Cuts this man's throat. This guy that looks like Death Arm's sidekick, just with knife in hand, slashes his neck. And she is speed blitzing all of the pro heroes.
I don't think you have any idea how fast I really am. I'm fast as fuck, boy.
God damn, she is moving fast as fuck. Yo, cutting all of these pro heroes down. But she's cutting a few of them on the arm, it looks like, so she's not killing all of them. Some of them actually have fast enough reflexes to block. Huh? That must be... Hey! And now we're going back to Compress and Dobby. Mister, where are the others? Dobby, where did you run off to? You're meant to be a lieutenant. So are you.
And I quote, you know your damn role, and shut your damn mouth!
Like, slow your roll, Mr. Compress. Like, you're not really doing much as it is. You don't get to scold Dobby for what he's been doing. The whole regiment system doesn't really work when they catch us off guard. Anyway, wanna blow this joint? I believe Twice was killed.
I don't find this joke humorous.
Alas, I tried but failed to stop her, even though jumping into the fray was tantamount to suicide. I've never seen little Toga lose her cool like this. Yo, she is beyond pissed. She is avenging Twice. She doesn't care for her life whatsoever, I think here. She is just trying to kill as many pro heroes as she can before this suicide mission ends in her death. Oh, and you see how she just speed blitzed all these pro heroes, and now she's on top of the ice glacier. Look! As her true form is beginning to show, as the gloop is just falling off of her. Hard to keep living. I want a world where I can live nice and easy. Then we see Gang Orca and Yorori Musha.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Wait a minute! Yo, I was worried about Gang Orca for nothing. He is making quick work of the skull dude that was popping through the ice.
I have you now.
12 seconds later.
No, please, have mercy!
He's just grabbing a hold of his head and making quick work of him. He's number 11 for a reason. I thought I should be worried, but I guess not. He is dealing with that guy accordingly. I want a world where I can live nice and easy. A world with just the things I love.
Behold.
Look at that panel of Toga. But you heroes mess everything up.
So that's how it is. You want to come between us. To make the world a place where I can do whatever I want and live freely. I'll act as I please, stab anyone.
All I have to do is whatever I want.
Here she comes to wreck the day!
She is pissed. She is beyond pissed. Yo, I definitely wore the right shirt for this chapter. Yo, those eyes are piercing. Just fueled with anger. With what they did to Twice. The fact that he's dead is making Toga lose her shit. This panel of her looks badass. Just the gloop falling off of her, and just those eyes piercing into the soul of every pro hero she is trying to cut down, and basically saying, I'm out for blood. Get ready, pro heroes, because you do not stand a chance. Yo. It's going from bad to worse for the pro heroes. If you would think that just a dual-wielding, pissed off, and naked Toga would be bad enough. But now you see...
Know my power!
A gigantic hand and arm bursting through the ground. And it's Gigantomachia. His gigantic hand just pops out from behind a pissed off and naked Toga.
Mark me down as scared and horny.
The tide of the battle is changing, that is for sure. The pro heroes had a good run, but it's the villains' time to shine. And I'm just curious on if Gigantomachia is actually going to fight, or if he's just going to follow Shigaraki's orders, grab a few people, and then just dash the 80 kilometers to the hospital location. Either way, it's not looking good for the pros. Horikoshi, I can only take so much hype.
Fight me.
Yo, get ready. Double page spread. Coming out of nowhere. And we see Endeavor rushing Shigaraki right here. Just another sheep. Can't you hear cries for help? Yo, Endeavor is pissed. Endeavor is coming for Shigaraki for what he just did.
Let them fight.
Let them fight. Let this fight happen. I'm curious to see how this is going to go down, because one touch from Shigaraki,
Be dead!
and Endeavor will be dead. Meanwhile, back at the ruins of Jakku Hospital, and we got Endeavor rushing Shigaraki, and he is screaming, Shigaraki! With that angry look on his face. LOL! And Shigaraki looks amused more than anything else, like, oh, you're coming for me?
Okay.
Bring it on. Number one, you're one hell of a wake-up call. That is the end of the chapter. Next chapter hits June 7th.
Ah, a volunteer.
Another great chapter. So much is going on right here. We're getting Endeavor versus Shigaraki. Shigaraki is giving an order to Gigantomachia to round up some people and to bring them to his location. And then Deku and the other students are still trying to save all the civilians from Shigaraki's decay. Insanity. This is insanity. But with Endeavor showing up, this is basically telling me that Mirko and Ryukyu's sidekick are alive, and most likely Ryukyu, all the heroes she was carrying, and then Gran Torino with Present Mike and the Doctor, because they were kind of in the same situation going through that tunnel. And Endeavor was behind them all. So if he's alive, it's a safe bet to say all those other heroes are alive as well, but it still remains to be seen. So with that, guys, that right there is my live reaction to chapter 273 of My Hero Academia. So much hype and excitement going on within this chapter. I can't wait to see what next chapter is going to deliver upon us. But for right now, I definitely want to hear what you guys have to say about this week's chapter, and specifically on a few things that we saw go down, with presumably most of the quirk erasing bullets being destroyed by Exless, Shigaraki giving Gigantomachia the command to come to the hospital location with a select few of people, and then also getting to see Toga going on her rampage to avenge Twice's death. And last but not least, the hype that I'm hoping is what we're going to get next chapter, which is Endeavor versus Shigaraki. Leave your thoughts down in the comments below, and feel free to subscribe to the channel and click that bell icon that you guys can be alerted for every new MHA reaction that pops up on the channel. But if you guys want to talk about other things or talk about MHA outside of YouTube, feel free to also follow me over on Twitter. A link to my Twitter account can also be found in the description down below. But that's going to do it from here, guys. So until next week, when we have chapter 274 of My Hero Academia, I'll talk to you guys next time. But remember, go beyond plus ultra.